Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Sam with the Anaheim Public Library, and today I will be performing the Reindeer Game Flight Experiment. In this experiment, you will have the opportunity to learn about different topics within physics. These include mass, velocity, and even tension. So now that we know what we're going to be talking about, we're ready to get this activity started. So for this activity, you are going to need the following materials. Brown construction paper with the template that is available on our website, paper clips, googly eyes, red pom-poms, brown pipe cleaners, scissors, tape, string, white glue, a glue stick, and these instructions which you could print and download from our website. These kits are also available to pick up at any of your local Anaheim Public Libraries via curbside, or you could walk in and pick them up in person at any of our reopened library facilities. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab your template. So as you can see, you have a body, two legs, a tail, and a head. They might not look like it right now, but once we're finished, you'll see how it all comes together. So the first thing you're going to want to do is cut along the dashed lines. We got our tail, and then we have our two legs. Alright, so once you're all done, you should have 5 pieces. You could move the rest to the side. So the first thing you're going to want to do is start by rolling up your body into a circle approximately 1.5 inches in diameter. And then you're going to want to fasten it with one paper clip at each end. And try to get it as close to the edge as possible to avoid it opening. The next thing you're going to want to do is roll up your head. And try to get it as close to the same diameter as this one right here. And for this one, you're only going to need one paper clip, since it does have a smaller length. So now that you have your two tubes, you're going to be using the smaller tube for the head. So the next step is going to be attaching the eyes. So you're going to be using 2 googly eyes, and I'm going to be using white school glue to glue them on. And you're going to want to put one at each end from where the paper clip is at the bottom. You're going to try to go up towards the top and put it evenly at each side. And they don't have to be perfect. You should end up with something like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is the antlers and the nose of the reindeer. So we could go ahead and set that on the side to dry. We could start with this. So for this, you're only going to need one pipe cleaner. And the first thing you're going to want to do is fold it in half. So after you have it folded in half, you're going to want to go ahead and fold it in half one more time. So as you could see, when I folded it the second time, it did create a midpoint for this. So the bottom half that is closed is going to be the nose. The top half is going to be the antlers. So to form the nose, you're just going to want to put your thumb in between and pull the other part back so that it looks something like that. And then you're going to want to secure it in place, you're going to want to twist the top like that. And then you could start forming your antlers at the top. And you could create these in any form you would like. And it should look like something like that. Now the next step, since we are going to be creating a red-nosed reindeer, is to attach one pom-pom to the tip of the nose. Just make sure to add enough glue so that it's secure. So we'll go ahead and set that on the side to dry. So now that we have the other head, as you could tell, there's no antlers or nose on this, but once we add those in, it'll look a lot more like a reindeer. You're gonna cut a slit across the top, directly above from where the paper clip is. And it doesn't need to go all the way across, only about a ½ inch. So now that you have your small little slit at the top, you could go ahead and insert the pipe cleaner and the little pom-pom into the top. And it should look something like that. So that's going to be the head of your reindeer. So now, to attach the head to the body, we're going to be using another paper clip. So this step is a little trickier, but what you're going to want to do is the same thing that you did up here. So you're going to slide your paper clip at the opposite end of where you place your bottom paper clip on the body, and you're not going to fully insert it all the way. And then you're going to want to grab the head, and then from where this top part is here, you'll go ahead and slide the head in, and it'll secure it so that it doesn't fall off. And it should look something like that. So now that we got that, we're ready to add the legs. So for the legs, it's super simple. You're just going to fold them in half. So you got one there, and one there. And using the paper clips that you had fastened the body with at the beginning, you'll just slide them in like that. You should have something like that. And the last step is going to be our tail. So this is also pretty simple. You're just going to fold it in half, and you could use glue to keep it together. And lastly, you'll put glue on one end, and then you'll attach it to the opposite end of where the head is. Just like that. So now you may be wondering, what are we going to do to make this reindeer fly? I'll show you guys in 1 second. So now that we got our reindeer, we're ready to make him fly. So in order to do this, you're going to need a piece of string, and you're going to need some tape as well. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to attach your string to a surface that is higher than the ending point of where you want your reindeer to land. So in this case, I tied my string to the top of the tree, and I will be tying or taping the opposite end to the end of the table. So as you can see, my starting point is higher, and then my ending point is going to be down here at the bottom. So before I tie it, I actually do want to go over another concept that you guys might not be familiar with. So in this case right now, I don't have any force on the string. So as you could see, the string, it sort of just sags, and there's really no tensile force. However, when I pull the string, you could see that it's gonna form a straighter line, and that's because since I'm pulling, there's a tensile force which allows for the string to stay in the straight line. So I want to make sure that I have that for this experiment. So now that I have that, and before I tape it onto the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and fold my reindeer slightly across the top so that it has somewhere for the string to glide across and to keep it straight. And I'll also go ahead and cut my string as well. So you're going to want to insert your string through the reindeer, just like that. And as I mentioned earlier, we do need to tie this opposite end. So you could use a chair, you could use your Christmas tree if you guys already have it up, or you can even take it to the wall. So right now I'm holding the string horizontally, and as you can see, the reindeer isn't moving. However, as I begin to lower my hand, you will see that the reindeer will start to glide down the string. So my string is going straight across here, but as I lower it, the reindeer comes straight down. So the reason that the reindeer is able to glide down is because of the mass that it also has. So since we did incorporate paper clips, that allowed for the reindeer to glide down the string. Had we added more weight to the reindeer, it would have gone down even faster. If the string would have been longer, the reindeer would have gained a greater velocity at the end. So in this experiment, you were all able to learn about the different types of physical properties that would go into making this reindeer fly down the string. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's team adventure and enjoyed creating this flying reindeer. For more information about our virtual programming, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And to learn more about our continuing services, be sure to visit our website at anaheim.net/continuing services. And this will actually be our last team adventure for the year. However, be sure to stay tuned because we have more STEAM adventures for you in January. We'll see you guys later. Happy holidays.